like your name, age, sex, you understand? Then are the basic demographic characteristics. We will ask questions on the socioeconomic and demographic indicators, livelihoods. All right.
Somewhere you go book and
no, I do so now. Now I book down so now. So I don't say socioeconomic and socioeconomic indicators, livelihoods. All right. How would they live? All right. Would they go school? What's in the earning power and the host? All right. Would they within the household? Okay. Within the earnings of that particular household day. All right. So life in general for the household, okay, financially. All right. Now in the socioeconomic they look now actually they talk about. We go ask questions on health, okay. How the picking they look like, maternal mortality, women's health, all right, on the fives, all of dandy. We go look at them. We go ask questions on education. So all the questions why they talk about, so then they inside what we call modules. So we go get a large array of modules, probably 13, 14 modules, 13, 14 areas, all right. We'll go ask questions on wait now why the range of areas, all right, we probably will not be even do will not be even cover all areas during the midterm.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, now let's look at preparation for this census.
Yeah.
Waiting so far I don't put together.
Okay, so I don't begin to tell you about what we don't begin to do. All right. Because census complex, a very complex assignment where any country can do. We already, as I say, they work on for establish the census administrative and organizational machinery. That machinery there go lead to the establishment of the committees, what I don't talk about already, the technical committee, the advisory committee, the publicity committee, and also the setup of the census secretariat. That one did it. All right. Now we also need to note that for all of them committees and also for the census secretariat, we get the chief census officer. All right, we're an integral part of all of them committees all right. The statistician general by law, now the chief census officer in the country. Okay. We also they work on for determining the scope of the census. All right. Now, the scope of the census, they talk about just as I said, just of the modules and the questions. We go for them the questionnaire. All right. So then another thing we na part of the planning, na part of the processes. Okay. So we also they look forward. Forget to donors conference. So normally we can get this regular development partnership committee, they call on DPAC. All right, we all the development partners can come on board for say, okay, me I go provide this amount of money, me I go provide this amount, this kind of support, this kind of technical support, this. Okay, now good thing for we know that government don't say they're ready for support the census. The president say go support the census with considerable financial, they will make considerable financial resources available for the conduct of the census. Okay. Even at that, you still need development partners. All right, whether they will provide their own money or they will provide technical support, but you need them for internationally benchmark the census any kind way you look at them. Okay, then the other thing we in not too long a distant future, you know, we try for you know, get moving. Now forget a resident chief technical advisor, and then in a part of the international procurement and recruitment of census experts, and we will forget. Now the resident chief technical advisor now actually they for advise the country, the statistician general, all the committees we don't form, the government on the conduct of the census. That in a standard internationally. All right. So we go get somebody who will be resident now. We actually either in a it can be we go happy for maybe a Sierra Leonean because you know it means that we get we own homegrown talents in yeah. But it can be either a foreigner, it can be a Sierra Leonean. We will come and go reside now till the period of the census. All right, that is something as well we try for doing within the shortest possible.
Would they come to you for tell we what thing we go use for country and our preparation don't sound like in terms of other areas then, but you talk about donor conference, you talk about president in promise for support the census from Muna na statistics alone. What now na standing budgets as soon as the wait for government and also the wait for donors them. How much now don't budget for spend on the census?
Okay, so the budget not to cast in stones. The budget flexible. All right. I know one for
tentative.
I know one for specifically pinpoint. I get the budget. I'm here. I know the figures, but I know one for specifically pinpoints. All right. But all I can tell you now that we look at a budget where they in excess of $30 million. But that budget gets subject to review, areas and the way we can review, areas and the way we can adjust and all of that. Because a budget not just a guide. We also understand Nandi. A budget not a guide, okay? Not mean say now you go with through and through, because you can under budget, you can over budget. So we look at Dandy right now as I talk to you, okay? But other little details and they will work with in consonance with the Ministry of Finance. All right, we even don't send letters into the Ministry of Finance. I think yesterday, you know, the details, some of them budget lines and see how we can negotiate. We can actually start discussions on possible disbursements.
All right, continue for the way to inside the program. In name na Samuel Ansumana, and the Director of Communication, PR and Statistics Salon as we there. With a look at the 2025 census, where the President announced this PNT. Musa.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We still get to the other studio guests them. Mohamed Selu, Senior Lecturer, Department of Mathematics and Statistics, Probe College, and also Min Kailu Kurma, representative from the main opposition's All People's Congress APC party. As I mentioned earlier, the midterm census, the APC party not been take part. They mentioned several things them we then think say go wrong and we they not been take part, but how them prepare for the upcoming census. Make we get Mikhail on the program. Once again, good morning, welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, Musa. Good morning, Radio Democracy. I'm delighted for there.
The president last week announced December 2nd, 2025 as the day for the next census. How did the APC receive this and how wanna prepare for take part in the census?
It not come as a surprise. We receive our open hands and we be done to look forward to them. Because we believe say normally census with the conductor after every 10 years. And if we don't get on 2015, you know, it is just too natural that in 2025 we forget another census. So we welcome them. I mean, it's welcoming. As long as government's ready for follow due process and do everything where it takes for ensure say the census actually meet the requirement way for meet, it meet the standard way for meet. It also deliver on what he for deliver on the All People's Congress Party where they represent. Ready for support the process to the fullest. Okay. We not only go support them, we go ensure say we mobilize with people them. Now every district, every region, every section, every chiefdom for make them participate fully. We not only go be counted, but we go ensure say we help for raise awareness. We ensure say we talk to people them for corporate, and we go do everything possible for make it be a success. So that's now the position of the All People's Congress. And very soon the All People's Congress will convey a press conference in which we will communicate to the nation waiting are some of the things they look forward to per this census. However, we also get certain concerns where as we progress, I go bring them concerns and they if when I raise the question.
All right. Now, the last midterm census we see we are in people them. You know, some not for take part why this time around? Is it that on want for correct on a mistake or do on the midterm census?
APC no mistake. I mean, whatever decision we take as a political party, I can get my individual views as Minkailu Koroma, but whenever we meet for take any decision, a decision where we go don't actually consider very seriously, we don't deliberate and we don't arrive at a conclusion before we take them. So we don't make any mistake. The 2021 midterm census not meet the threshold. That is most of the reason why we concerned by this other census way for take place when at the actual census now the timing. Now we all know say in 2014 we be forget census now this country under Ernest by Koroma as president. He made the declaration around May 2012, 2 years to 2014. Now he made the proclamation, so we forget census. In 2014, we all know say we been get the Ebola. We mean say that been pushed free for levy, carry forward until 2015. So we get the census in 2015. The census in 2015, it meet all of the threshold. I listened to my brother and Sumana. With all the analysis we give, when I all go agree with me, say beaucoup de for less statistics are Leone do. He said they get for set up statutory committees. Now so the law say. They get for take this to parliament, especially certain things in the way they need for take to parliament for approval. We get for get cartographic mapping. We get for get pilot phase. We get for recruit people there at all levels for take part by the census. We get for mobilize the resources there for make sure say the census become a success. So the things the way statistics are young for do Iboku and the time is very limited. We are in 2024. This is September. Almost this that the last quarter in 2024 we did so now. When we say 2025 they can't just know. Statistics are no longer a burden for do boku things and deliver on the mandate. So we get certain indicators who they look at. We get certain things that we will get for follow to a logical conclusion, including recruitment. So all of the things that we make could not be support the 2021 midterm census. We they make sure say then things that they not repeat or they not show their ugly face.
Okay.
Now that make we no say law day. We they follow the law to the latter. We they support the process, but we will checkmate the excesses of government or statistics if they not do that which is right. The issues and they will raise as they progress.
We don't get representative from statistics alone. We still get Mikailu Kurma and also a lecturer from Frobe College. We come to you, Mikailu. You earlier mentioned, say, we are ready for cooperate with the census if statistics alone and government follow the due process. What's in the due process we want to expect them for follow?
You get steps them for follow for conduct census. We follow the steps them like we don't begin the list some of them. You need for set up the statutory committees. That now one. You also need for get parliamentary approval. Certain things and the way they get for do way they need for take to parliament for approval. You get for follow them. Waiting make could be get problem with the 2021 midterm census. One na be novelty. Two, it not been timely. Three will be the fast approach elections. Not to we no more as a party been get problem with the midterm census. We all know say we read the European Union the report and they clearly state the reasons there why they not go continue for support the midterm census. We all see the letter where World Bank be write to Dennis Vandi, who was Minister of Finance around December that year, for tell them the reasons that why they not go continue for support the midterm census. Well, resources constraints, some technical issues, but good things in the way they advance. EU be making very clear say you not go conduct then kind of censuses than they, especially with the approach elections. So I don't want to make the nation on 98.1 thing say it was just too deliberate on the part of the APC for boycott that census day. Development partners and they contribute immensely. So if we see that census they not be made the threshold, we not support them because of their reasons and the procedural issues. So not because we've been deliberate and want to undermine the process. This is completely different.
Okay.
Me no say this na the right term for law get census. The All People's Congress believes say statistics are alone. Now the responsibility for generate data, not for only census, then they conduct study them more. Now where you want get study for health, for agriculture, for finance, a lot of things and the way statistics are alone they do. For let country get them right, let we able handle with sectors them properly, law no side challenges then they and side for improve. You get for rely on statistics alone for that correct data day. And so whenever the procedure not proper and we know say the data go be faulty, we go raise issues.
Okay.
That is also the reason you notice say 2021, me go consider for be a waste of resources, the midterm census.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, how we arrive at boundary delimitation, how we arrive at distributing constituencies or let's say seats per district, because at the district block system we end up for use. How we arrive at that?
All right.
You go tend for belief say will not be only rely on the 2021 midterm census data, we now for don't rely solely on. We've been therefore consider 2015 population census and 2021 midterm, census data for come at the middle.
Okay.
That may not be a waste of resources as far as we concern.
Now,
yes.
Yeah, Mikailu, according to Una, now that there lot of issues them in day we Una may raise, we Una think say timely for the 2021 midterm census. Why you think say government be insist for go ahead with this process?
The only reason why government be insist for go ahead with the process now for political reasons. For ensure say they add more seats now the stronghold, increase parliamentary seats now the south and the east, so that they go get the political upper hand. Now the only reason, and for reduce seats them now the stronghold of the APC, like what they know now western area urban and the rest area rural. So we don't want for say continuation of that. Data and our thing we will not for play with, we will not for care go politics per data. Because in the final analysis, we rely on them data and day for let the country improve. We rely on them data and day for address with challenges now the health, now agriculture. Right now, government is flagship program now agriculture. When you conduct study, you want to know how many people in the farm, how many day per mechanized farming or subsistence farming. You want for know who side for inject resources. You want to know whose districts and regions where they beyond per agriculture. So if you play politics per day, at the end of the day, you don't go get correct information for address the problem. That is also the reason we not go support that kind of thing at any level. When we conduct census now in 2015, we all see how people and support them. SLPP be only get problem because they say we don't have 2 new districts there. When Akayine and Falaba. For that reason, they then been get a grudge with them be harbor. Say at any time they take power, then go conduct census. And we only hope this census when they conduct not go lead we forget a certain Bandajuma district or Pangoma district. That is why we are going to follow it, because we they conduct a study. We go make sure say we do random sampling for get certain information. We will go match with waiting statistics get for finally present to we as a nation.
You don't foresee anything like the government will add districts them like you did put them so?
That now be the anticipation even for the midterm census. But the midterm census was actually not a success. Well, I want to avoid to say it was a failure. It was not a success, and so government did not go ahead to do that which they anticipated. And so we are making it abundantly clear that we not get for Sidon, let us mislead we by information. We know say the data we know for play time, and we as a party go cooperate. You don't go say APC Sidon the full hand and full foot. We government don't come out with information saying that this now the correct figure. APC begin challenger. We dey challenge the process and support her every step along the way, say until we arrive at a conclusion.
Continue for stay with you inside the program. Kailu Kurma, representative from the All People's Congress APC party, as he states the party in position for the upcoming census. I want to welcome again at the program Mohamed Selu, in a senior lecturer at Department of Mathematics and Statistics na Frobe College, and being data quality manager na Kailaun district inside the last census. Good morning once more and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salo.
Good morning.
You come up from the academic background. When we talk about statistics, how important it is, we'll talk about census, how important it is to a country, and within some of the things them we forbid done during the census.
Yeah, census is very, very important for any country, not only Sierra Leone, but a global phenomenon than they. But the key things we for look at when it's a census, give those sharing resources, setting policies, and even designing and implementing developmental programs. That the key thing when it comes to we say census, you get forgetting 3 important significant things and very politically sensitive, like how we panelists and all discuss them and say. So here, a lot more resources. If you don't know the total number of people in a particular community, you don't know their size, how they spread, how you go plan for them. So definitely you need to get them figured by gender, then education level, the employment level, you need them figured So census is very crucial. Without it will affect any country in development. So definitely whenever they say as a statistician, when it's a census, you don't get for do anything a nation like a Sierra Leone in general, one follow no say yes. Whenever they say census, whatever census, no say that's the way they can, then go help for make government plan like a baseline. When they know you not able to know exactly the how for even share public resources then. I don't know the number of schools they are need for building there. This community need hospital. This community they need the employment rates, unemployment of youth, all of those things then they. So when you not get census, when you not get that data, then it's very difficult for you plan. And even you go see say yes. Planning for services then will be hampered, and housing, all of those things then will be affected if you're not getting data then they. And also even with the formulate policy, now based upon census data then will be used for label at least what is the economic growth of the country, what is the urbanization, what is the poverty alleviation strategies that you have put in place? So as a statistician, when we say census, it's a very, very crucial, very good indicator. We will not want to play around with it at all.
You don't mention how important census is in terms of growth and national development. But census na salon amongst the political players, them don't be suspicion as a tool for political gerrymandering. As you get from Minkailu, earlier alleged say when the APC do a census, the SLPPB gets a concern with 2 districts them where they add, and he also see they suspect, or then they suspect as a party say the SLPP want use the census again for add 2 new districts, then are a stronghold them. So it's always a political suspicion in a salon. What do you think say they lead the country to this, for divert the importance of census to that of political goals scoring?
Definitely, you get to expect that politicians always wish for manipulate, for make their own, ensure say then get their own interest, and then get maybe like when because the census they help for boundary delimitation. You will not say yes. Oh, if a particular community don't grow, or the community they shrink in population, with census data you be able to know, and no government, no politician, not able to plan very well when you not get accurate census data. So if you expect say when a new party can have power, or any party, you have to use that baseline for say, oh, what has been the findings from this census? What was the analysis of this census? And based upon that, you go say now, okay, well, let's go now and allocate resources, or let's see how we can formulate policies, or let's see how we can develop activities and programs. So if, as I say, for the young gains, politicians, they always look at, say, is this in favor of us, the data in favor of us, which is something that, at least in your opinion, as a statistician, that thing will put aside. Whatever political party, when it says census, whatever census, that will not say yes, now for men and capture the actual baseline. And if all parties are involved from the onset of what preparation and everything to the end of the census, nobody will question it, the result or the analysis of what the outcome of the result.
All right.
But if some people are saying, no, me not the next day, this is what happen, then you don't cause a huge gap. Definitely, where a huge portion of the population will suffer, and then not will actually be accounted for. And you can see, say, the economic development of the country will always stagnate, and even we're not going to compare growth with reference, because important thing now for tracking progress as a country in census. Now you get national progress and also international, the SDGs. Are we meeting the SDGs? So now based upon that, gender equality, education, health-wise, all of those indicators, and we SDG capture, you begin measure them as a result of when you get good census data. So if the two parties or whatever players and their politics, and then put aside and let the people be counted, you should be part of the entire process.
Okay.
And then when you get accurate data, you can plan for your people.
All right, you don't work in this field for long term now. You think say any census supposed for be or get any political interference?
In my opinion, I'm not fit to say census for any political, any type of census. And while we work as data quality officer for, so maybe the part of the process for the entire census, the midterm census. Now the integration of technology, which makes it, and then we prepare we as Sierra Leoneans. Now in fact, any person now where they do statistics or where they collect data, either use ODK, mobile phone for collect data. We try to move away from that paper-based means of collecting data, where you collect data, lots of things that will happen for carry that bundle of papers and all of that, even we're not friendly to the environment and all of that. So when they integrate the digital census, when they do the piloting and when they call the midterm census, maybe always take us as a pilot for let me prepare. And globally, some other countries in fact don't do census again, like the United States and European countries, because then their systems are well organized, digitified, all sides. So immediately person born today or whatever, something happen, changes to take place, then they pick out. If something drops safe, pin drops safe, they want to track that pin in UK and US and any other country, then they get them immediately. So we get infrastructure facilities. We're not getting enough lights there, we're not getting a lot of things then. So we definitely will need sensors.
Okay.
But in the essence here is that any type of sensors not for do anything for do with Mr. like political. When you get the baseline and you as political leaders follow the process. Whatever it takes, follow the process and then let your people be accounted for. When they count, then they know exactly the demographics of the. Then you go and say, now they go begin saying, oh, this is good, and this is not good. Maybe you criticize, but let's say it's also get in politics.
All right. Before we take break, a quick one. If any country like Salone, we do census and it go wrong, what's not the bad effect?
Definitely, we know the rating of Sierra Leone with reference poverty rating and all of these things. Now, as a result, the baseline is always faulty. Associated with too much of political interference. Let this not happen. Let this not happen. And when as I said, if you don't know, you need to account for the people. You don't know the exact amount of what possibly cater for. You don't need to plan for it. It could be difficult.
Okay.
You go see say some areas then you get resources then where not for good they go there. In the small community, we don't need to forget university, you don't need to forget this, you don't need to forget schools, you don't need to forget hospitals. Then you can't go there. While other communities, the way you get huge population growth, no, they get the facilities and they don't lead to inequality. And then they can lead to some other problems then.
Okay.
So yeah.
Still inside the studios, we get Samuel and Sumana. We na director communication and PR and statistics salon. Now you don't mention a lot of things them when we start, and the grumble where people will get inside and midterm census. Now that economic timely una waste resources. So it's go different from the midterm with this one we get to happen.
Thank you very much. I don't want to go back to the innuendos have been there around the midterm census. As far as we're concerned as an institution, we feel like we for look ahead. All right, the midterm census been done. We don't do the reports. We don't present and all of that. People in the user, academics, researchers, government partners in the user and all of that. But we don't want to look towards all the things that we've been there around, and we all understand how the midterm census pan out, and we know all the things that we've been there around them, okay, especially from the political standpoint, but another have to actually talk on the politics of them. Okay, so I go be different. This is a decennial census, all right. We've been doing a midterm, midway between the two censuses, the two decennial censuses, all right. Another thing is this, because a decennial census and a full-blown census, we get for cover all the modules thing. All right, we will not be do for the midterm because that be just a midterm, and we've been do the midterm as a DSCSL for the 2025 census. The good thing for we know that we'll do the midterm, that be digital census. All right, so I hear Minkailu they raise issues regarding, well, not so issues, concerns. All right, concerns regarding the timeliness. All right, so before this time, the people in the collect data from the cartographic mapping to the pilot sensors to the main sensors enumeration. All the data collection na paper based. All right, we do go collect the data. You count and sometimes 1 month, 2 months, people in the end do data entry. You get data entry clerks the way they do data entry. They are after that they begin process the data now. Now that process we go take 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months for just do data entry is completely eliminated, because now real time you go on a field, you collect your data, no sooner you sync that data, it come to the cloud base as well as the physical base service. All right, so that process, that time where they take, because it's a digital census, that time don't be reduced considerably. Okay, we need to understand that as well. Now also the processes, because Nandandi really they make we happy that political parties then really they on board, particularly the APC. We've been averse to the last census. All right, we happy that they on board this one. Okay, we're so happy because it galvanize people. We want to rally around lots of people, because this now a collective. By the way, census are the biggest statistical undertaking in any country. No data collection not as big as census, and a national issue. It's not about statistics Sierra Leone. It's not about the government of Sierra Leone. It's about the people of Sierra Leone, and we need to understand that. So, for me, now I make even for the processes, the census, but then are the politics of the census. Then lay the census instrument in Parliament. It take you 21 days. It matured enough so that what I say we actually follow the processes. Minkailu, it matured before the president make the proclamation. That now been the crux for initiate the census process. All right, and then we do one. All right, then they don't be done, the proclamation don't be done, the process is don't start. Every legal step for the census, I can tell you, say we go try we level best for actually get them right.
Okay.
Every legal step, constitutional or otherwise, we'll try for get them right.
when we come back to you, we will tell you the calendar for the different activities them now the census program we get for do cartographic mapping, recruitment, parliamentary approval, and also setting up of the statutory committee or committee where you see would different from the census, normal census. They will come back to you. The program is still listening to the Good Morning Saloon. They come to you from 98.1 FM. We will listen to Samuel Ansumana, Director of Communications and PR Statistics Saloon.
Still inside the studios, we get Minkailu Kuma, we a representative for the APC party. One thing again, Minkailu wanna make concern, but according to other colleagues, them now on a party get for do the recruitment of workman them. Which one I want to see different this time around?
Yeah, waiting we been do 2015. We believe say recruitment for the district based. If for the district based on certain reasons. One, the one that we in at the district, as long as they meet the requirement, then qualify and they apply for be recruited because one, they understand the terrain. Two, language barrier no go dey. If you recruit me for work in Kenema district, for example, I was born and raised in Kenema. I will take you Usai Pavade, Usai Konabude, Usai Nikabude, and know all the sections there every side. So like I would navigate the terrain correctly. And they speak me, they fluently to me people them. Women say I will work effectively and deliver on the mandate. If you recruit somebody we born in Falabar district where they talk Kuranko or Yalunka, they go effectively able to serve, and I don't think that we want to see. We don't want to see any sentiments in the recruitment process. And that is why we get for encourage statistics and Leone. I'm happy with the Director of Communications don't make it clear, say them plan for follow due process and then go follow every bit of the law for make sure say them get it right. Now that's what they look forward to. And we say census now everybody in concern. I agree with them 100%. Say that we all concerned. But that is why we elect government. Government, we get social contract to them. We elect government with the surrender of rights for protection and guidance. Statistics are Leone an independent institution where we know say it's supposed to be a political, doubt not supposed to be at all. So the responsibility for conduct census and statistics get our owners day. We as citizens go support the process, but after full life saving time, if anything go wrong, everything and statistics and they will be all accountable. So therefore no say that the responsibility. Now we know say in this recruitment we get various category of people the way statistics get for recruit. I mean, when they recruit them people and they therefore get mapping officers, mapping assistants, then therefore get team leaders. Let them consider the people who side them born, the language when they talk, and let them advertise, let the process be fair. Let them encourage civil society and the media for participate full and for monitor the process so that doubt nobody.
According to Ansumana, this na not a paper-based census, na digital census. What do they expect as APC?
Yeah, because not a paper-based census, na digital census. The good thing about Sierra Leoneans, most of the people and now in Sierra Leone, they're very familiar with technology. They able to operate every system. We don't get problem with that. The world don't digitalize, and I think so we for move according to the trend where the world they move by. No more, you don't go tell me say because the digital process that they actually use, you know go get people that we qualify now all of them districts then they we get people that we now graduates them, we now technology expert them from all of the district now. People that don't take education very seriously. We do not want to see a circumstance in which stars are Leone, we come and tell us the nation that in fact in Falabar, for example, or in Koinadugu, will not be get beaucoup people that will able to navigate the digital system what they use, and so put people them from Kenema, Kaila, for go put them there. We don't want to see that. That is why they get ample time for recruits and train people there on the system where they want to use.
Continue for stay with me, Mr. Minkailu Kurma, representative from the All People's Congress Party. Account to Mohamed Selou, Senior Lecturer, Department of Mathematics and Statistics, FBC. When you talk about census now, Salon, you talk about the population. It depends to who that you talk to. Some man, they say even the Salon population not reach the amount, everybody get their own take on the census or the population of Salon. What thing you think say statistics Salon for do? Forget the quality data where they represent the population and the facilities of the country.
Yeah, thank you. Just like how the communication awareness is very important in this. When it comes to census, like within Radio Democracy they do now, is that every corner of Sierra Leone and the phone is a lot of awareness that this is very important. Get nothing for those politics. When you know you as community leader, as chief or whatever community, if you know allow men and country people, then we pull them out from system. And the governments could say, okay, this is what I want. This other community is not agree for register. This no agree for register. Maybe go at the politician the advantage. So now everybody in business for let it come on board. So this is for raise a lot of awareness about the process, and we don't see the huge disparity in wealth, healthcare. You know, just imagine the people the way they engage are compared to the poverty level. Healthcare, the one they have able to access good healthcare. You know, employment facility. All of these disparities are huge in Sierra Leone. So if we're not able to come together and say no, this when it's a census, now one man business. Whatever you do, as you know, look chief, look at community leader, ensure say you people can be counted, and then follow the due process, as our statistics don't say. So definitely, we want all man women take part into the census, and na Engo make we get credible data. Credible data is when everybody is involved, and checks and balances are there. Maybe in there, as I tell you, I was the data quality officer for Kainau District. I followed the entire process, even in the recruitment. I had to conduct the exams, and it was digital. When you not pass, you not pass. It is even the threshold that you need to use the tablets, you get to use the technology. If you not able to use the technology, then you are not qualified.
So, you don't serve as data quality manager na the last census. What do you think say na been the challenges then at that census the way statistics are look for work on now coming to the census in December 2025?
It's logistics and financial. It's a very, very, very serious challenge with statistics face, because you know go deploy workers them say you can't go conduct census, then you not even start for pay them. You don't motivate the person. You know, get small incentives. You know, maybe then they go work, then they process the time done for them even get in payback. It go take a long time for them to receive the came on then. So, and even for carry the materials then, maybe you know, say some of the areas then they will get difficulty with electricity and all that, and you know, especially in the achieve down Malema and all of those other areas, and they difficult for access, the routes and all of those things, and maybe like all with the logistics then for at least improve on now, and then for also ensure yes. This time around, we want to see nobody should be left out, so that then we accept the data. The 2015 census data we already done. Then international community use as baseline. The midterm census, other government they use them as baseline for do all activities.
What do that they mean for development? If international community get their own or development partners then get their own data, and government also get the data whether they use based on the midterm census.
Well, as we don't discuss them earlier, this political interference. Because definitely, let's say I do some research on Kamara et al. They want to try to do vaccination, okay? But the population with census give, and when they do their own survey, you say, oh, there was huge. So they will even vaccinate the total number of people they want to vaccinate, because they don't already undercount them or overcount them, because the data not correlate. So definitely, now you make at times give some development partner and they do some other site surveys and other things for capture if actually the census results reflect. This therefore be very important. If we all as a nation know say the only way, this is as a statistician, the only way we will succeed is when you have accurate baseline data, and that baseline data in we use with political leaders then for say, well, this is the data, this is the population of this community, these are our needs, and then based upon that we'll be able to see the trajectory of a growth, how the economy will develop, how we infrastructure will develop, and all of those other things then will happen as well. But if those baseline data is manipulated, then we will find them difficult to progress.
Continue for stay with inside the program. Mohamed Selu, Senior Lecturer, Department of Mathematics and Statistics, Frobe College, University of Salon. The program, Good Morning Salon, they continue.
Inside the program, still we get Samuel Ansumana from Statistics Salon. You don't hear it from Minkailu, concern of recruitment, and at that, at the concern of other members. And say the last midterm census, we recruit people based on party. Is it true?
That's not true. We know they ever equip people. We know ever. No one day for me don't join statistics. We equip people there and we begin to ask which party you did. All right. That has never happened. Never, me not ever see that.
Maybe sometimes posse go there, go call una and say I get posse our loan input.
Okay, so make this clear. People can make recommendations, all right? Not just for census work, for every other work, all right? Even where you they apply for a job, then can say you need a referee. So you possibly make a recommendation for like you referee just in case things go bad. All right, now we can get back to people can make recommendations. We'll call, we make recommendations. However, during the midterm census, we ensure say everybody go through the process of recruitment. In fact, we wait to one for do this term, one for even do recruitment via portal, all right, where people can go apply. You know, we see the initial qualifications and whatsoever, and Fanado will begin tell via the how they call it, if you're not possibly computer savvy, all right, or gadget savvy. You understand? Then from there, you know, we can now start for do the courts. You understand? Free and fair. We're not going for do with who say you come out politics. I understand me kind of in point where they talk about you know, people being recruited who say them they're able to talk the language, who say them familiar with district wise and all of that. Now a very good point, all right? Now a very good point, and I think where we always consider, okay? But also we also for understand say just as even they say, it is also possible say now some district then you know probably not getting the kind of you know how we look for, we cannot get it there, all right? So in that case, for example, if Usman you come out low, say you come out Kaila, na Kaila you come out, you come out, all right? But you leave Freetown, okay? And we decide say, okay, being that na Kaila you born, na you raise, you speak Mende and all of that, right? We want for send you go Kaila because we get a deficit there. We can to you know the expertise we need. Then they as well can suffice. I'm just saying it's an option. Okay, no means that is how we're gonna do it. But okay, at the end of the day, the council where they're in charge of recruitment go sit down and then go in consonance with everybody where they're on this census process, because we're gonna be as transparent as possible. We will find the best possible means for the recruitment so that everybody will you know go be content.
Okay, now this process now full digital, and we all know the challenge we will get with internet. Even me and you two waiting a free tongue here. Is it now only on internet these tablets get for work on?
All right, so we get online and offline mode for the tablet. So online now, like the internet they active and you can upload they sync your data. Offline is a situation where you know they will say network day, but you're able to collect all the data and store. All right, where you can also network day, also internet day, you upload them or you sync them to the server. Okay, so either ways it will work, whether with internet, without internet, eventually that data go gets to the servers. All right, so that need not be too much of a concern. My brother Selu also make he raised the issue of financial and also logistical constraints we've been get for the 2021 midterm census. Yes, we agree, and we all understand the circumstances where the principal funder pull out at the tail end. We do hope we don't go get to that point. The Naimi government don't sit in the coming and they're ready for support the census process. Logistic wise, yes. There are times where some equipment not get suicide and forget in time and all of that. These things happen. Make I tell you, conducting a census, people only they see the enumeration. Most people just feel like say, oh, now December 1. The amount of work where they go into them, from the locality verification to the cartographic mapping where you get for divide this country into small bits of enumeration areas. You carve each of their enumeration areas and they coming to the tablet provisioning, right? When we did the 2021 census for provision the tablets, now something when a very tedious task. You get for provisioning and ensure so then they work, check all the tablet for CC, then they intact. All right, you do all of that. You get to the pilot after the cartographic. You come to the pilot census, take to the main enumeration. It's a hell of a job. A lot of people can feel like say now something where not just rocket science. You just get and done, but it's so tough for do. But as an institution, we are very much we very much there in place for ensuring so we pull them off.
Do you enjoy with studio guests them again? I join Kailu Kurma from the All People's Congress APC party as we round up the program now with regards the next census, which will be December to 2025. Which would be the message to the supporters of the All People's Congress APC party. Now different parts then at the country the census get for take place.
Yeah, so we members and supporters across the country, this is a very important national activity. We as a party don't decide for support them, and they urge everybody for take part by the census, and we all for support them for make it succeed. However, we also don't raise a lot of concerns who thinks is statistics are alone and government for address, because I don't think that they go make the census come on fire. Now in 2015, we will follow certain steps then for conduct that census day. Remember, the census proclamation was made in May 2012 for 2014, but because of the Ebola in 2015, we've been getting. In the 2021 midterm census, will not be see them step, then they follow them. And that make APC not being decide for support the midterm census in 2021. The steps they will feel say, will think say they are appropriate for follow. One, the setting up of statutory committees, then for do them correctly as the law provides. The equipment of staff them, therefore do them fairly, so that nobody no go grumble, say they don't go take party loyalists them for give them position, and then go only work for the incumbents, they not go work in the interest of the country. We no one foresee that grumble day. The cartographic mapping, where this, we believe say if it lasts for a period of 1 year, now that make we say the timing, statistics get bokuna the index for do. If it be properly done, so that at the end of the day we don't go complain. In the final analysis, we all go accept whatever outcome will come. We also know say this particular cartographic mapping go know the villages there, we still there, or towns there, or localities there, the one where they don't desert, and the one the way they. Now through this process we go know, then go ascertain the number of households them and structure their way they. Now through this process, and in fact, the enumeration area we all know say for day between 80 to 120, we don't want anything less. We don't meet the standard and requirements, so they were sparsely populated. Then go begin say yana one enumeration area. The All People's Congress no go accept. And make us say they follow this to a logical conclusion. Nobody no go shinkawi this time, or nobody no go ambush with this time. We go do everything for ensure say we get them correct. After that particular cartographic exercise, they will know say then therefore put map then the putting of maps, into EA when our enumeration areas will know say they get for do will they follow and correctly, and will know say they get for get a pilot phase. This pilot phase here also get for be conducted properly. After the pilot phase, we know say they get for get post enumeration survey, where a corrective mechanism. We follow all the steps and they for make sure say all the things happen. Boku things that they will get for follow, and the challenges that we pray that statistics able to surmount them. We don't want to see waiting they happen the last time. Where the SLPP can, the total staff of Stats Leone approximately was about 300 or so. They say two boku, then can they sack people away and passive for the APC. But now their staff strength is about 700 or so. And they get about 10 directors or so. That's what I've been made to understand. Now so we don't want politics for play in this. Yeah.
Okay, now the concern when I get on the right statistics officially.
Like I say, the APC go officially communicate. I stated we even get press conference where we go state within our position, and we go make sure say we support the process to the fullest.
Thank you very much for joining me in the edition of the program. Menkailu Kurma, representative from the All People's Congress APC party, we state on a position for the upcoming census December 2, 2025, where the president announced BNTM. I come to Mohammed Selu, senior lecturer, Department of Mathematics and Statistics from the College University of Salone. What you call to both the statistics salon, government, and other key players them now the census process?
I just want to like every actor, especially the politician and statistics, say this exercise is very important now at the country, and also then for no say they're not for marginalize the people of Sierra Leone. When data is not accurate, when people then get concerns about data, then definitely the ripple effect could be on the people of Sierra Leone. We want to know we'll get good correct data, sharing of resources then will be effective. We will also setting up a policy then go there in place, and we will design and implement developmental programs and we will benefit every Sierra Leonean. So we don't want any actor to manipulate this time around in the process. Whosoever you're coming from, let the people of Sierra Leone own the census process, and they didn't believe say yes, whatever comes out of it, because they can even say no more. Someone say we'll not even reach 6 million safe. Someone say we'll not even reach that number when they call all of them controversies than they. But when once, especially with the technology when they introduce into this process, so that people then go independently verify that this data is correct, and then we will help you for them.
Thank you very much, Mohamed Selu, Senior Lecturer, Department of Mathematics and Statistics from the College University of Salou, for joining me in Saturday edition of the program. We come to Samuel Ansumana, Director of Communications and PR Statistics, Salou. You don't get the concerns them, the timing, also the resources and other concerns them.
Yeah.
What's in a message of assurance as we round up the program?
All right, so make I just quickly respond to the concerns quickly. All right,
you go make them fast.
yes.
So no
They try to be as fast as possible. So one of the concerns then, well, Minkailu allude say, we get up to 700 staff right now. You know, we staff this now 232, sir. You know, for the purpose of, because they are, as the spokesperson, you know, I will make it clear. Now 232. All right. At that time, we had about 400 or so, 400, 500 staff, and we get people are not able to do anything. You know, so we needed to like go back and see exactly, so that at least people in you get people we go actually able to do what you pay them for. Okay, that is one. The other thing we Minkailu raise get for do with the timeline for the cartographic mapping. Now that 1 year we Minkailu they talk say now 1 year for do cartographic mapping, that be with paper-based cartographic mapping. This not digital. I tell you about the processes, I tell you about the facts, you know, and all that they be involved, even the data entry. Then they no longer day again. So we can do cartographic mapping in under 3 months. All right, 3 months or under, and we will get a very perfect cartographic mapping. So let me bother and rest that side. We will try as best as we can. The enumeration area threshold. So Minkailu, we also get the situation where just for allay fair, we get some localities where not they reach one enumeration area. So an enumeration area now, like where you able for carve a locality where they reach up to between 80 to 120 households. Take for example now the provinces, you get some village and they not even reach 10 house. So what you get for do, you get for put together multiple localities for you get one enumeration area. So even if that one locality not reach one enumeration area, that 80 to 120 households, we go add as much as possible till it reach that 80 to 120 household threshold. So let you also be rest assured regarding Dandy. Then I think finally now the well, directors, we not get 10 directors by the way, you know, so all that as well I've been for clarify and make you understand. So what do we expect, you know, in some way? We they call on people, we message to the people, the political parties, civil society, the media, let we support this process. Now we did before, but I tell you, now everybody get the census. Let we come together, let we rally around people, let we rally around the nation, let we get population figure where we all go be proud of as a country. Alright? Because at the end of the day, when people learn for cancer alone, the first way they do, if they learn for can do development, the first way they learn for check the census data. Check. If you want to do development intervention, then they go check the census data. Check for suicide and suicide and for do the intervention. Yeah, how health facility they, how this day, how that day. This na general like a national activity. Now we did before, but now we all get them. They push them for the benefit.
Thank you very much, Ansumana, for joining me in today's edition of the program.